Hello, guys. Welcome back.
Hello,
Hey, what's up, Mac?
what's up? What's up, Sid? Yeah, Raquel's not streaming today, right?
Yeah, he's not.
So, what are you gonna do?
What are we gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna happen with NFP. Maybe,
NFP.
yeah, maybe trade it. We'll see.
We're looking at you. Not bad. Give me 1 second. We're looking at UJ, maybe you can. Let's see.
Uh, I think I'm gonna look at USD CAD because USD CAD usually moves only one direction. So, and I have good experience with it. So we'll see.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Cause I don't
try
think.
my method of trading the news. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe I'll use the pendings, probably.
Yeah, cause I don't see UJ moving that much, to be honest.
Yeah, UJ it's not the best to trade. It moves pretty slow. Even on NFP, you've seen a lot of times it doesn't really make a big moves.
Right. So if right now we're seeing what on the four, uh, actually it's I don't even know if it's well, it is bearish. You can
You're talking about UJ?
no, you can.
Oh, UCAD. Yeah, so UCAD had this support here, and
Right.
we talked about this on London session. We had a good break and retest, but
Yeah.
came back and closed back in the range. Now, I think with buy stops and sell stops, I think with pendings we can trade this, and of course we have to wait until the news come up, and before the news, like 2 3 minutes, we can place some buy stops and sell stops, and we'll do that. We'll see maybe in a 10 pip range from current price, buy stops in 10 pips away from current price and sell stop 10 pips away from current price with I think maybe 10 pip stop loss, and yeah, we'll see. We'll talk about when NFP comes,
Okay. Okay.
but for now let's take a look what we have. EJ did a second retest, pretty good. Also GA gave me a nice 30 pips or 40, I don't forgot. Yeah, so this was a trade on GCAD. Yeah, 30 pips. Gave me a quick 30 pips. GA. Like I said before, GA is very volatile. So buys were given live. I hope you guys took some profits. For me, yes. I secured most of them 20, some at 30, so it went pretty nice. Now it got rejected, so I think the trade is done. The reason why I'm not gonna look again for buys is because we got rejected from resistance. You can see how big this rejection was.
I,
Even though we
I,
still have
I haven't
this.
I haven't traded news in almost what 6 months already. So said I'm a little scared. I'll probably use like a small account that I have.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't do it usually. I don't trade NFP. I just said, okay, today since Raja is not, I thought let's do it. But I most of the time, like 90% of the time, I never trade NFP. I usually trade CAD news. Today we don't have CAD news, but since we have USD
Oh,
news, I'll try it on USD CAD. And as I said, USD CAD is one of the pairs that I like to trade on the news because it usually moves in one direction. But with NFP, you never know.
Yeah.
You're gonna put
I
a
was.
sell buy stop.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna actually buy stuff.
I'm gonna use pendings when time
You
Oh
comes.
know,
no. I'm sorry.
go
Sorry.
ahead, Mac. Go ahead.
But it was who's this? My bad.
Go ahead, Mac.
Oh, it's Carlos.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, because I was thinking about just trading GJ, but GJ right now just got back into the range. It's been a whole pain in the ass throughout the night. You were there, right, Carlos?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, like during the London session. So I'm just gonna literally either I'm gonna take one trade today. It's gonna be either UJ or UCAD, but I want to see how you set up those pendings.
Yeah, it's just early now. But when time comes, I'm gonna tell you. One of my ways of trading, it's with using pendings. So
The
most of the
problem with
time, yeah, go ahead.
sorry with pendings on NFP, the slippage you're gonna get. You
Yeah,
can slip like 10 pips.
yeah, we'll see. That's what I said before. When I
Oh,
trade
sorry.
USD CAD, it's most of the time at with the CAD news, and you know that CAD news doesn't really move in both directions. They only go like in one direction once they start. So NFP we might have like some fake moves, a big move to the upside, then all the way down or something like that. But we're gonna
Oh,
have to be
what
careful,
are
of course.
what are the numbers?
The numbers. Okay, let's take a look.
Let's take a look at the numbers. If it's positive for the dollar, which I highly doubt, it's gonna be very negative.
Yeah,
If it's
so
negative, then it's priced in. So I don't know if UCAD is gonna go up. So most
yeah,
likely, like
so
you said, it continues trend, so it should continue down.
we'll have to wait for that. I think if we had cat news, would be way better today. So we'll have to take a look. We'll have to wait for NFP to come. Yeah, I think 2 3 minutes before the news come, we can place our pendings. Because until then, we price might move higher or lower. We don't know. Since we have support here, we can place our stop loss just below support and just above these 2 wicks here. So even maybe not even 10 pips, 15 pips, because of course we expect a big move from NFP, and only spread like can go 5 10 pips before pushing or dropping.
Sierra, you still holding NZD?
NZDUSD,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm still holding.
it's flying, man, non-stop.
Yeah, it hasn't even made a small
No, yeah,
retracements. It
it's
did a
crazy.
small retracement, but let me see how many pips I have here.
You had
40.
like retracement to 65.05 more or less, and up it went.
I have 70 pips running.
That's like 300 on GJ.
Yeah, moved a lot, but not too many pips. Let me see. Yeah, I still have one position running. It already hit my last take profit, but I'm gonna hold this for more. God knows how far I can go with NFP. But it went straight to my target. And like I said yesterday, little by little it's gonna climb slowly because it's not a pair that's known for a lot of movement. Yeah, I don't think Euro USD is gonna be my pair for trading it because Euro USD moves tends to move in both directions. Will NFP affect GJ? Yeah, it might. It might affect GJ, but I think the best would be to stay away from any trade on while NFP is happening. I think that would be the best. No, no, not yet, not yet. Pendings are placed once the news come, like 2 3 minutes before the news. So we're gonna have to wait until that. And if you guys have any questions, go ahead. Are you on EJ? No, I'm not. This was a trade before. So let's wait and see. Having some problems with Zoom. I don't know why. Zoom tend to have some problems sometimes. See if I can fix it. Okay, looks like Zoom it's gonna be hard to fix for now. Okay, welcome the new guys. Are your trailing stops manually to lock in profit on those trades that run for 3+ hours? Yes, so what I did on NSDUSD is once we got like 15-20 pips, I secured some and I let some run. Eventual price retraced, as you can see, but didn't stop me at break even. I still was holding one, so price started to push up, and every time price went higher, I just moved my stop. Once price came again at this level, I moved my stop at 10 pips. Once price pushed another 10 pips, I moved my stop at 20 pips, and just like that, now it's up 60 pips. So, like I always say, guys, always keep a runner because you never know how far it can go. It can make you the same amount that it made you when you cashed, let's say, 20 pips, that you closed 80%, let's say. It's just a bonus for you. Always stopped out on retracements. How to avoid it? I think you can't avoid getting stopped on retracement because that's how market works. Okay, so not every time you're gonna have that runner go at 100 pips. Sometimes you're gonna get stopped at break even. Sometimes it can go a lot of pips. But I think what's most important is that you leave a runner. So either way it goes, it's gonna be a bonus. But if you get stopped at break even, it's only gonna be like the 20% that was left, so it's not gonna affect your profits at all. Okay, let's check EJ. So looks like a fake out on a daily. I don't think it's a fake out on the daily, EJ, because if you look too far, there's no need here. There's no need. If you look on a daily on EJ, it's still bullish. Why? Because you can see how this support was created on daily. We had a breakout, a retest, then price came again, lots of rejections, right? Now this candle here closed above, made a retest, and now it's going up. I think once it closes above this too, it's gonna continue even more. I think just a matter of time. So as long as it stays above this support, I think it should still continue up. I don't see sells on EJ. The only sells we can see on EJ maybe is if we get a close below here. So we get a close below here, a retest, we can take some sells maybe. But it's gonna be always more risky because the daily is still bullish. Daily is still bullish. I'd rather wait for this maybe to close above this resistance, and after that a break and retest. So I'm still bullish. I have bullish bias here still, so I don't see sells for now. I mean, price is rejecting this support, it's holding. Maybe if we close below, we might see a small move to the downside. Can have like a 10-20 pips move to the downside, but only if we close below. Okay, GJ. Let's see GJ. Okay. What about GJ? So let's go on the 4-hour on GJ. Let's tell you something here. First of all, we have a resistance on GJ here. And I think if you want to think about buys here, we need a break above. You can see a small break and retest here, and price went all the way down. We have lots of zones on GJ. I think these two are more major than the others. And if we go on the 1 hour, we had some good break and retest in the morning on this zone here, and also we had another one here. So for me, GJ is not good to trade for now. I think there was some good trades in the morning, this one for example, and this was yesterday. We called this yesterday on the New York stream. It was pretty good. Other than that, I think there's no much on GJ. Maybe if price comes all the way down here, if we come and break this, a retest to continue to this next zone would make more sense for me. But until now, I think this is gonna be just a consolidation for me, unless we break this, which seems a lot better, a lot stronger support than this one. I think I'm gonna wait. So for GJ, only if we break 134.200 or 150, then a retest to continue down. But until then, there's no trade here. I think we have to be patient, we have to wait. NFP is coming, we're gonna wait for NFP. And like I said before, we're gonna have to wait until 2-3 minutes before the news, and we might use some buy stops and sell stops. So I'm thinking at least 15 pips above and below. So if I want to take a trade here, maybe not 15 pips. Let me see. If price is gonna be here where it's currently, yeah, I think 15 pips below, I'll put my, or no, 10 pips. I think 10 pips will be enough. Sell stops 10 pips from current price, and buy stops 10 pips from current price, which will be, let's take a look. If this is current price, which means just above these wicks. So it means above these wicks, and we can use like how many pips? Yeah, 10 pips stop loss and take profit. Maybe it's gonna give us 100 pips, who knows. 10-30 pips, quick 10-30 pips would be perfect. Well, all the USD pairs is going to be affected by NFP, especially gold. Gold can be pretty wild on NFP. So if you have any positions open, be sure you close before. There's no need to have all that stress before the news, because I know how it feels. 4 years ago when I was new, it's the worst experience you can have, to have positions open and to wait for NFP to come. That's the worst. So yeah, what about GA? I think GA did the move already. I think GA did the move, so it gave us around 30 pips. can still continue. I think this was just a deeper retest, but our move was this. We took buys on this candle here. Once it came here, we took buys based on this zone here. So what I said was that first we had this, we created a resistance here and a small consolidation box. This candle closed above, but it was a fake out, so this bearish candle closed back in the range, as you can see. And after the fake out happens, most of the time you're gonna have a retest, right? And this was the retest. Price went all the way down. So once this candle came above, closed above this, we took buys on the retest. And after that, there was quick 20-30 pips that happened here on GA, which was a perfect trade. Now what's happening on GA is that price came deeper to make the retest. I think this was just a deeper retest. It can still continue out, but if you go on the 4-hour, what do you see? We got rejected from resistance. This is a very strong resistance. Look at all these 4-hour candles. Now price got rejected from that, and I think it's risky to take a trade right now. The best would be to stay away. I think the trade was done before touching this resistance here. Now there's no trade on GA for now. Aussie dollar, we had buys on Aussie dollar. We catched this move to the upside here. It was pretty nice. My runner got stopped at break even. Now see what's happening now. Like I said before, NFP, we're gonna have some consolidation, and I didn't expect big moves before NFP. Now price came back down. If we didn't have NFP, I still wouldn't take sells here. Why? Because we have like a middle zone right now below that, and the breakout below wasn't that sure, so buys here made a lot more sense than sells. And Aussie dollar is still bullish based on technicals. If you go on the daily, you can see how these three previous candles all got rejected from the same level. And once this candle closed above, we had a retest on daily, which we caught also, and a move all the way up. Now I think once we break this, we can see another move to the upside once we break this, but unless we break this, there's no trade. So our trade was around here. We went for a wick fill too, and it went perfect. Now if you want to take a trade on Aussie dollar, you have to be careful. We have daily resistance. I'm in USD CAD sell position. What should I do? Yeah, close that. You have NFP. You don't need to leave your trades open. You see, for example, I'm on NZD USD buys. Now this has almost moved 60 pips from my entry. Now I just can keep my stop loss at 30 pips maybe, and whatever happens here, it's gonna be a win for me anyway. But if you have sells on USD CAD right now, you better close it, because you don't know what the result's gonna be on NFP. Better close it. I would recommend you. What about USD JPY? Thinking of a good NFP, strong USD, or risk on? Look, whatever we say, we still don't know the result is gonna be. Now all that we can do is wait, and if you want, you can use pendings, okay? But always remember this is the news. You can't predict the news. If you do it, it's just gonna be a very, very small risk of your profits. You never risk all your profits. If you have one or two trades, you risk only a small percentage of the profits. Now, what we said on London session, we said that we need to close above this. We need a close above this or a close below, because UJ is ranging still in this consolidation box. Now, if you want to take a trade on UJ, if it wasn't about NFP, I would wait for a breakout here. But with NFP, on UJ, you can use pendings. Now, if you want to use pendings, let's say prices in this middle of consolidation, you can put your buy stops above resistance here with a 10 pip stop loss, let's say, because once price starts to push up, it's going to give you like 10 pips in the start. Or you can use sell stop just below this support here with a 10 pip stop loss. So you can pick and choose which one you do, but always remember, this is NFP. You don't know the result, and even sometimes when the news come, even the numbers, if the numbers are good, price still goes down, or it doesn't go based on the news. So you just have to be very careful. The reason I'm choosing USD CAD is because USD CAD is one of the best pairs when it comes to the news. Most of the time it moves in one direction. Gold, I think you have to stay away from gold. I've said 100 times until now, don't trade gold. Gold is very difficult to trade now. See lots of consolidation of gold. Lots of consolidation. And every time we got a break above or below, you can see no retest, a fake out when it came for retest, lots of fake out. You see here, gold, we had a breakout, resulted in a fake out. Lots of fake out on gold. I would just suggest you to not trade it. You have a lot of other pairs that you can trade besides gold. So why risking on gold? I think it's not a good idea to hold anything. Just close all your positions. You don't need that stress. You don't need that stress that comes before the news, that you don't know the outcome of the news, and you just wait with hopes. Trading with hopes is never gonna be a good idea. At what time is NFP? In half an hour. Use my FX book or use investing, whatever website you want. There's a lot of different websites out there. Guys, it's just for your own good, you know. You have people that tell you don't risk it. Don't, because we all had experience with NFP, and we all know the outcome that it can have. So better be sure don't risk it, because you're just gonna end up with lots of stress without having to. Think if USD CAD, if NFP is good, USD CAD can push straight to this next resistance here. Think that can be the first target. If it does push down, next target is this next support here. So we'll see. So just don't risk your profits. Gonna say this 100 times if it's needed. You don't need to risk your profits. You need, if you want to trade the news, you can only risk like 5% of profits, because you never know what the result's gonna be, and it's never safe. Yeah, and also we can have slippage, so that's another reason why you should use very small risk on the news. Slippage happens like most of the time, but if the move is good, you're still gonna get some profit. Like I said before, I used to trade CAD news, because CAD news usually tend to move in just one direction, so you don't have much, like NFP, you have 10 pips move up, 10 pips move down. It's not a one direction move. What time do you start the New York session? I don't usually do New York session, just today. Just today I do London session. I do London session. New York session only today, since we have NFP. What do you think about GBP CAD? GBP CAD. Okay, let's take a look at GCAD. Okay, so I said before on GCAD, first we had a good break and retest here, but we didn't take it. You can see this breakout made a retest here and went all the way up. But the reason we didn't take this is because we have this 4-hour resistance. And as long as we are below this, I'm not gonna think about buy. So once we close above on the 4-hour, then we can think about buys here. But it's still rejecting this level. As long as it stays below that, there's not going to be a trade here. And also it's a daily resistance, so it's very strong. You can see the daily, so many rejections on the same level here. Lots of rejections. I think once you break this, you can have a nice move to the upside. But I think this is a key level for GCAD. So for longs, I would rather wait for a break above than a retest to continue up. What's your play after NFP? Well, let's say NFP comes good. NFP comes, and what happens is, let's go for example UJ. Just take UJ as an example. So UJ has been consolidating on this small box for a day now or two. Now, if NFP is good, UJ is gonna push, and if it does close above, if price closes above, then on the retest we can enter, because first we have a breakout, then Also, we have good news for USD. So entering on the retest, you're gonna have two confirmation. First, technical confirmation, also fundamental confirmation. So that's what I would do if I have a good setup and that setup matches with the result of NFP2, then that would be perfect for me. What time is NFP? NFP is in 25 minutes. Just check the website for the news. Let's see. I think UJ, once it breaks this consolidation box, gonna be a nice move, either to the upside or downside. We'll have to wait and see. Like I said, you can use the same on UJ or USD CAD. It's your choice. What if there is no retest? If there's no retest, then there's no trade for you. Because no retest, no trade. You always have to wait for a retest. I'm from Kosovo, if you know where that place is. Yeah, UJ looks good. If we break above, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, we have to wait for a retest always. Once you have a breakout, you're gonna need a retest always. Because most of the time what price does, breaks a zone, makes a retest, and continuation. So just like here, you see what happened here? Resistance was created, lots of rejections. Finally, I have a breakout. This candle closed above, made a retest here, went all the way up. So most of the time, you're gonna see the same thing. Market does the same thing over and over again. Are you trading the retest? There are news now, so we're not going to trade anything until the news come. Let's wait and see. Will USD CAD pendings have take profit? Well, you're gonna have to choose. Yeah, you're gonna have to choose when do you want to take the profits. Let's say you leave a 20 pip take profit. So like I said, let's say USD CAD, if NFP was gonna be good, then once it got activated, next target should be the next resistance. Yeah. USD JPY, like I said before, wait for the news. Wait for the news. I said you can wait. You can use the same thing on USD JPY. Use pendings above resistance, below support. GBP USD. Let's take a look at GBP USD. GBP USD is at resistance. So first thing you see is that GU is at this resistance, and if you want to take buys here, you need to break above. You need to break above this. And now I think this is why we got this rejection here. Once we hit this resistance, went straight down. Now once we close above, you can think also about a long-term trade here. You can swing this. Also the structure is gonna change for those who trade channels. This channel is broken. Once you break this too, you can have a nice move to the upside. So just wait for this to break first, then you can think. Maybe NFP is gonna help GU break this, then a big move to the upside, or maybe just a rejection. We'll have to wait and see. The reason why I'm choosing USD CAD, not UJ, is because UJ doesn't really move that much. Needs to move a lot to give you 10-20 pips. Yeah, you can use pendings. I'm saying that for how many times? Gold, just delete gold, okay? Just delete gold from your list. Gold is too risky. You have a lot of better pairs to trade. Let's wait and see. We have another 20 minutes left. 2-3 minutes before the news, we can activate our pendings. Language is Albanian. First time here? Yeah, welcome. All the new guys, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're gonna enjoy it. We are waiting for the news. Why USD CAD? Because I said before, USD CAD tends to move only one direction. I think it's more safe than other pairs. David, welcome. All the new guys, if you want to know what we do here, I think you have to watch the previous webinars, and you'll get a lot more information what we do here. So that would be perfect. Okay, guys, you don't have to send your text 4 or 5 times. I can I can see your text. No need to send it 5 times. USD CAD, I'm gonna use buy stops and sell stops on USD CAD. So don't rush, there's still time. Where do you usually take a trade? After break and retest? Do you place a buy or sell stop, or you wait for a specific? I wait for a breakout, I enter on the retest. That's it. Watch the previous webinars. You have a lot of explanation. There are a lot of trades that we took here live, and you get an idea. Yeah, these guys want signals. Yeah, guys, do some research, okay? You have plenty of webinars to watch. All your answers gonna be answered. All your questions gonna be answered. You have lots of webinars. Yeah, NFP is gonna cause fireworks. Look, I've traded USD CAD most of the time on the news, but there was also CAD news. So CAD news usually tend to move only one direction, and that's why I'm using CAD, USD CAD, because it doesn't really moves in both ways. Yes, yes, yes. Just there's nothing wrong with your questions. I know you're new, but I'm just saying watch some previous webinars just to get an idea what we do here. That would be the best. And there are trades that we took live on real time, and you get an idea how we do it. Because right now there's no trade we can enter, so we're just waiting for NFP right now. So again, asking for GU. Like I said, GU needs to break this resistance. Once it goes below and closes a good breakout candle here, then we can wait for retest to continue up. That's what we can do. And looks like we don't have much traffic on the left. Pretty good, looks pretty good. But you don't know what the result on NFP is going to be, so we have to wait. How many trades do you usually take per day? Depends, from 1 to 2 or 3. So today we took 3 trades and called another 2 because 3 setups were having on the same time, so I couldn't take all of them, but I took 1 and the other 2 also went perfectly. Also called another 2 trades after it, so I took totally 3 trades today. And this is gonna be only a bonus for me and a very small risk, only risking a small percentage of your profits, no need for more. Yeah, you're gonna have some kind of movement, some weird moves now before the NFP. Of course, that's expected always. But you're gonna have to wait at least 2 minutes before NFP. 2 minutes to place your buy stops or sell stops. Can we take sells on GEO if it shows bearish formation of candles? No, that's not how I trade. You can do it, but not me. I wait for breakout and retest, then continuation. I don't sell resistance or buy support. What's your thoughts about GU? Just said that. We need a break above. We need a break above. If it does close above this, you can wait for retest and continuation. That's what I think about GU. Other than that, nothing. Yeah, let's focus. NZD USD. If there wasn't NFP, this would be a perfect setup. This would be a good breakout, a retest. I'm still holding my buys from yesterday, so I'm still on buys on NZD USD. I moved my stop around here, 20-30 pips, just in case. And let's see if price is gonna fly even more. If there wasn't NFP, this would be a perfect setup. We have a breakout, a retest. That's great. That would be a great setup. But we have NFP. We have to wait. We are almost there. 9 minutes left. Yes, these are pendings. These are pending, so we're gonna have to wait. They're not activated, not yet, until 2-3 minutes before the news. Yeah, there's still time. Patience, patience, patience. Still have time. Which pair to choose for binary? What is binary? We trade Forex here. We don't have that kind of thing around. Thank you a lot. Glad that I can help. Mehdi, you're not paying attention, man. You're not paying attention. You need to wait. This is not a buy or sell. We are waiting. 2-3 minutes before the news, you put buy stop or sell stop. That's it. And there's still time. I'm still waiting because I don't know if price is gonna move before time comes 2-3 minutes before the news, so I'm still waiting. 2 minutes before the news, I'll tell you what I'm doing. Brokers, I suggest there's a lot of brokers. You can search on Google. I think I don't need to tell you. I just had experience, good experience with Pepperstone. I can tell you that. But there are a lot of different brokers out there that you can try and use them. It doesn't mean my position is open. No, it doesn't. Okay, so Mehdi, I would suggest you to watch the previous streams because they can help you a lot understanding what we do here. Are you always live? I'm live on London sessions. The news coming in 4 minutes. 4 minutes until the news. Four minutes until the news. It is coming. Okay, we have 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. So, from current price, ten pips from current price, you use buy stop. 10 pips from current price, sell stops. That's what I'm gonna do. And also guys, use very small risk. This is the news, you don't know the outcome. You can choose also 15 pips and 15 pips to the downside from current price, buy stops and sell stops, because spread can get really big and it might activate your positions and move them to the other direction. So be very careful. Use very small risk. Yeah. We can have slippage too, so be careful. Only 10 pip stop loss. 10 pip stop loss only. You guys, very small risk, guys. You don't need to risk your money or your profits. Only small risk. It's news, you don't know the outcome. Buy stops, sell stops. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, price starting to move. It's not moving that much. Let me take a look. What's the... Okay, a better than expected result. So we have good news. And I'm removing my pendings now. I'm removing my pendings. No pendings. I removed them. Didn't get activated. Neither buys or sells got activated, so nothing here. Yeah, guys, see, NFP didn't have much effect now. Maybe it's gonna start to move soon, but we want that first minute to have that big push or big drop. So nothing big happened. UJ moved a bit to the upside, but nothing. This is only 10 pip move. So buy stops, sell stops, not activated on UJ either. Yeah, I think it's gonna come later on. It's gonna come later on. Yeah, see USD CAD, same place. Lately, these NFP days, not much is happening. Most of the time, almost always, you get nothing. Yeah, nothing special happened here. Yeah, so what are we gonna do is, since we have 30 minutes left for the 1 hour, we need to wait for a break above this resistance on UJ. Once it breaks, a retest to continue. News was good. Yeah, let's see. If it does break above, gonna need a retest and continuation. If we break below, gonna need to break out a retest and continuation. Same on both ways. Now I just have to wait because it's not much going on right now. EU, okay, let's check EU, what's happening. EU is pushing, okay. Nothing much really. Look at this, only like 15 pips move. That's nothing. No, I'm not in any trades, guys. I didn't say I'm in any trade, so don't confuse people. Let's check. USD CAD is dropping. USD CAD makes sense to continue up based on the daily. A breakout and a retest happened. We can see a nice move to the downside, fail this range. But for us, we're gonna need a close below this too. Even though the main support here is this one, but we need a secure, if we want a good setup, we need to break below a retest and continuation if it doesn't already go to a downside before. Do we trade S&P? No, I don't trade indexes. No. Just check the news, man. It says there what are the results. Okay, GU can give us also a good trade if we break above. GU can give us a good trade. Let's switch on the 4-hour because 4-hour is much cleaner. Yeah, so once we close above this, but it's gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait until we get a good breakout. We need at least a 10 pips breakout above this. New guys, again I'm repeating, if you didn't watch the previous videos, webinars, I would suggest you to watch them. There's a lot of information on them, and yeah, you get an idea what we do here. What we do is simple way of trading, break and retest. I think there's no need to complicate things, so I keep it simple way, a simple way but very effective. It happens every day. You get a lot of chances, you get a lot of setups every day. So yeah, give it a look if you like it. We do live streams, a London session every day, so you are all welcome to be there. What about gold? Gold is not on my list. I said about gold, don't trade gold. Gold is too risky. Okay, GJ can give us a good breakout too. If we close above this, we can have a nice move to the upside. So let's wait for it. Somebody said it looks like a false breakout. Until the candle closes, you don't have a fake out or a breakout. Just so you know that. Yeah, spreads are not good on gold. You have some weird moves, and I would just say stay away of it. Yeah, let's see. GJ can have a nice break and retest too, but I'm not gonna trade GJ to be honest. I don't like it. I just need a clean setup. And I think this is not gonna be enough for me. So EJ maybe it's a lot better, or not even EJ. Let's take a look which one. GU is a lot better, or UJ. Once we break above or below, then we have a nice trade here. Okay, Daniel, see you. Good night. Here, there's still time until it gets dark. Okay, send a chart. If you guys have any opinions on any pairs, just send charts. It's a lot easier for me to understand you what you're pointing to or what you're thinking to. It wasn't an eventful NFP day. Not much movement. Healthy life. When a break and retest happens, when the retest candle comes, I enter straight away. I enter while it makes the retest, not straight away. So if it closes, let's say 10-20 pips above the breakout, above a support or resistance, when it comes for retest on that support, I take buys. I don't wait for price to reject or anything like that. Just go watch some previous webinars. You have lots of trades we took, and you get an understanding what happens. So we'll see. GU, not a break yet until we close above. A close above, a retest, then continuation. We have a good range to fill to the upside, so first target, I see that we have some kind of resistance here. Then next one should be all the way up here. Just waiting and waiting. NZD/USD still going up, 70 pips running. I scalp this, I swing this trade pretty good. Took a lot from it. I think we're not gonna have much going on, so I'm just waiting another 15 minutes to see if we're gonna have any trades. Then after it, I think I'm gonna end it. So another 20 minutes, just waiting for a breakout. Let's see if UJ is gonna break up or down, depends. Rick, I am a scalper. Most of the time. my main time frame is 1 hour and 4 hours, so I don't look lower than 1 hour. Only 1 hour and up. I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna answer all these questions that you guys ask when you come new here, so you don't have to worry about that. Some main question, gonna answer them, gonna make a video so you get a quick idea what we do here. Lately most of my trades has been at London, so on your session maybe I took like one trade after London these days, these last 2 weeks, but most of the trades on London session. That spike was from NFP, if you didn't know. If you don't know about NFP, you need to do some research, because NFP is a very important event that happens every month that can cause you problems, maybe, if you don't know about it. Jay, I'm not gonna make a video how to draw support or resistance, because I do that all the time on every stream. I don't think it's needed to make a special one. You see, we clean this chart, how to draw zones. You see where candles are closed. Let's say all these candles are closed below this level, so you draw resistance that way. Now what you do is you wait for a break above this resistance. Once candle closes above here, you wait for retest and continuation. It's not too hard to draw zones. The whole point is how to execute the trade. Of course zones matter, because if you want to find a good entry, if you want to enter great entries, you need to draw your zones good. So, but it's not too much complication. You see a lot of wicks rejecting the same level, so what you do, you draw a line here where all candles are closed, you wait for a break below that, a retest and continuation. So same to the upside. This is a consolidation box that I call it. Okay, let's take a look at some charts here. Okay, so the problem here on GU is that you have resistance a bit above. I can draw it, but you see, you have resistance just above your current candle. I'll go to my chart and tell you that. This is my chart on GU. So this is the resistance for GU. And this is another support for GU. Now we need a break above this resistance if we want to take buys. Unless that happens, there's no trade here. Let's see if we have any other chart. No, I don't use lower time frames, only 1 hour and up. No, we try to avoid news. We trade only technicals. Which pairs would you recommend for new traders? I would say the major pairs. The pairs that don't move too much. If you know UJ, USD CAD, these are Euro USD maybe. These are pairs that don't move that much. They don't do big moves. Yeah, see, UJ is pretty good to trade, but it takes a lot of patience. So you need to be a lot of patient to trade UJ. Okay, we have another chart here. Let's take a look. Yeah, London session has been better these last 2 weeks. London has been very good. Tomorrow we are back at London session. AUD JPY. This chart is very close. I think you need to zoom out a bit because I can't see clearly. So what happened with USD CAD? Because I hear some people saying USD CAD, USD CAD. Okay, so USD CAD can be a good trade here if it closes below a retest and continuation, but if price goes all the way back down at support, then comes for a retest, then it's not valid anymore. So be careful. Price should stay around here, then make a retest to continue down. Let's see, UJ looks like it's gonna break up, but we need to close at least 10 pips above. 10 or 5 pips on UJ. Even 5 pips is enough. What trades were called during live session? All these that you're looking on your left, all these trades were called, but they were called on the previous webinar, London session, because New York session was only for NFP, which didn't give us that much movement. I think usually it doesn't have a zone in the left here. I think it's clean traffic. I think it's clean traffic once we close above this. Gonna have a nice move to the upside. Let's see how it's gonna close. Always wait for I always wait for a retest after the breakout. GJ and EJ usually does make retests, but sometimes it happens that it doesn't make a retest. When it doesn't make a retest, there's no trade. You just move on, find another one. Yeah, tomorrow, London session, we start. There's a Telegram channel. The link is in description. You can join there, and any update that I have, I'll post there. Okay, let's check this chart. I think we need more explanation here. Why is this sell taken? I don't understand this. I don't see a trade here. I don't see a trade here. I think need more explanation. Check this other chart from guy named GBP Nice name. Yeah, I do live streams every day on London session. London session, London session, London session. EJ, zoom out a bit. I think on EJ you need a way to break of this candle too. So a break above all this, a retest and continuation. That would be the best, I think. So another 5 minutes and we see if we have a break or not. Looks like USD CAD is going to close above, but I'm not going to take USD CAD. I think I'll take UJ. Do you trade USD Mexican pesos? I don't. It's too volatile. Tends to make a lot of big moves and you don't have much information about it. So trade the major pairs. No need to trade USD Mexican pesos. You have no information about that. USD JPY. If we have a good break, then we're gonna think about buys. Let's check Aussie dollar. What happened with Aussie dollar? Nothing much. Nothing much on Aussie dollar. Yeah, I think the only good setup is UJ for now. Even this, if it doesn't close at least 5 pips above, which will be here, then I'm not gonna take it. At least 5 pips breakout. I don't usually do New York sessions, so that's why I'm not gonna keep it longer than another 10 minutes. So be there on London session. That's when I do. See you guys. NZDUSD. Let's take a look at NZDUSD. We had a good break and retest on NZDUSD, but like I said before, this on normal market conditions would be a perfect trade, and it already got rejected first, then came down again. I think we should stay away from NZDUSD. I used to spell NZD wrong for the last 2 weeks, but now I know. So just waiting now 2 minutes, and we have a breakout here on UJ, I think. Once we have this, we can take some buys on the retest. Yeah, looks like we're gonna have a good breakout, at least 5 pips, just like I expected. Wow, very nice. Think now it's starting to move. Wow, this is gonna be a strong breakout. I like this. Okay, looks like we're gonna have a breakout. Okay, 1 hour candle closed. So we do have a breakout now. Candle closed more than 5 pips above. Now, if we don't have a retest, there's no trade here. But we're gonna wait for it. Okay. So this is almost 7 pips break. Strong breakout. Let's check the 4 hour. Also, we have a 4 hour breakout. This is perfect. Now we only need a retest. And like I said before, we need a close above this. And now we do have a close. We just need a retest. Once it comes for a retest, we're gonna enter some buys. And we have a break on both time frames, 1 hour and 4 hours, so it's a double confirmation for us. Now let's wait and see. Looks pretty good. Can this leave us without a retest? Yes, it can. But we expect a retest. I don't use moving averages. So if UJ comes for a retest, entry should be around here. Take profit all the way to fill the range, but first 10-20 pips. I think this first target should be this next resistance. After that we have another range to fill to the upside. Stop loss, I think 10 pips would be enough for UJ, just in the middle of this consolidation, or 15 pips maybe just below the breakout candle here. I think this would be perfect. We just need a retest now and continuation. Can you elaborate what you mean by retest? When price breaks a support or resistance, then it retests that zone before doing a continuation to the upside. So it tests the last broken zone for the last time before pushing higher. That's a retest. No, there's no need to use a limit order on the retest because I'll be here to watch it happen. Wow, big drop on GCAD. 4 hour break. Looks like we closed below this. Yeah, big drop. Yeah, if it does makes a retest here, we might see a very good drop to the downside. Not gonna trade anything on GCAD, even though it looks good, but it's too volatile. I don't like it. I'd rather stay with UJ because UJ is less volatile and gives you slow pips but good pips. The only thing is that no retest. It's already pushing another 5 pips, so we'll have to wait and see. If price goes all the way up to the next resistance, then I'm not going to take the retest because it's going to come from another zone. And when price comes from another zone and makes the retest, it tends to make fake outs, and there's higher percentage that it's going to be a fake out. Can you explain how you flip your small account to 12,000? I did trade break and retest. what else I can say? But I used big risk, 20-30% per trade. I trade break and retest. I trade gold too, but gold was that time pretty good to trade. Now it's not. So that's what I did. I traded break and retest just like you see me here every day. Okay, so guys, you know what to do now. If price goes right to the next zone, don't take the retest. If it does stay like this, comes for retest, then take it because we have a 1 hour and 4 hour breakout. Other than this, I don't see a trade. I would rather wait for tomorrow London session. So have a nice day. I'm gonna have to go now, and see you guys tomorrow London session. We will be live, and hopefully we'll have much more movement and some good trades. So have a nice day, guys. See you. Thanks for being here. Thank you all. Take care. Use good risk if you trade. If not, wait until tomorrow London session. I don't know if you guys trade Asian, but Asian most of the time is just ranging. There's no volume. So yeah, for me, until London tomorrow, have a nice day. Thanks all. If you like this stream, not much happened, but give it a like, subscribe, and a lot more coming. Thank you all.